Um, 1 second. Let me go ahead and re-download this one. Yeah, guess I didn't download it. Whoops. Okay, gonna refresh Blood Bowl. I've been doing good. Been doing good. Started the stream a little late because I was turning in a home sleep study kit, getting checked for sleep apnea. So I might be put on a CPAP machine, then have a whole bunch more energy, so I can play more Blood Bowl and lose more games. I mean, win more games. That. There it is. 1-1 game. I'll probably forget that by halfway through. And during analysis, if there's ever anything you want me to go more in depth on that I kind of gloss over, just shout. Perfectly willing to go in depth. This is a minors game, so I do go more into the abstract rather than the fundamentals. And I cannot for the life of me remember who requested the game, so I like to view it from the offense. We'll go to full skill readout, unless there's like crazy amounts of skills in the game. Looky there, we got some chevrons. And one extra player. Lots of block on both teams. Really well developed. Really, really good development. Able to take all the hits. Don't mind that. Couple players back, just protect the ball. Fine with this. Quick snap, not bad. Cover the catch on the mighty blow is fine. This is almost a 3-die. You can take nice and easy. That's perfect. Give it to your ball carrier, and you can just hang back. Give it to the rookie is fine as well. Especially when they're about to level. They can go for a pass this turn. Nice diagonal hits here. Nice mighty blow hit with the warrior on 3 dice. Resulted in nothing though. Lots of pressure. Another mighty blow hit. And I think here this is fine, but if you push the black orc here, if you push the black orc to this square, they can't really stand him up without risking being usurped unless they blitz your mighty blow piece, which they might do anyways. That's a level. Nice. I do think it's a bit risky to bring the ball forward at this point. You can just have him hang out back here for another turn. Especially when you didn't have to worry about retrieving it, first of all. But that also makes the vanity safer, because if the pass fails, you don't have to re-roll it in the backfield. Not against orcs, at least. And I assume this gets into a bit of a scrum until somebody loses a player. Hello, Cookie. Thanks for following. It's been a while since I've had a Cookie in chat. Taking good hits. Getting a bit stuck in there. I would want to see the ball moved a little bit first. Just because you've already used your reroll. Got double skulls, you need to move the ball a little earlier. Good, good. Not standing on the wrestle piece. Getting him marked up. Standing next to a downed wrestle piece is not a great idea because red dice are better than a lot of people think when they first start out in Blood Bowl. One die with a mighty blow against no block. It's a 2+. Still nothing. At some point, Artrez will be rewarded for this sort of really heavy bash, develop block playstyle. Once there's some more claw, some guard, maybe a tackle piece. Or a dirty player. Dirty player would help this out a lot. Or just not being against orcs with Mighty Blow not pulling his weight. I'm fine with what I'm seeing from both the Bash teams so far. This is just typical Bash Fest. Double skull again. Now you have to start being really careful. Taking a blitz. On the Mighty Blow. Getting it tied up. Hitting the other guard. Follow to stay on the guard. Base. And forming a full cage. I don't hate this at all. It is a little bit risky. Let's say this guard stands up, this guard punches here. So actually, this is really important to look at. This is a good bit risky, in my opinion. So, this guard stands up. This guard comes here and follows, and they stay right here. And now you have a 2-die on this warrior with the guard. You punch, you follow up, you're based on the ball, and it can be really awkward for the Chaos. But they probably just dodge out. Could also see some sort of blitz to get more players in the way from that point onwards. Just something to be a little aware of. But I don't think it'll cause problems here because of this Beastman. If this Beastman wasn't here, there was a blitz on the ball. Mighty Blow, that's fine. It's really good. Power Apo. I think the agility down would be rough. Agility is pretty good for your Beastman to have, especially having the option to 3+ dodge away for a blitz can make a huge difference. And orcs have a strong hold on the center of the pitch, so it's hard for Chaos to wrap back around. But I think they could still manage it, especially with this black orc stuck over here. Punch is just not paying off so far. Black Orc getting close to being served. Good stun. Really good hit. 10 versus 10. Apo dead. That's rough. Taking your hits is a nice, effective way to remove the enemy players. And this is a good spot. Nobody can really reach them. Though there could be some way to develop these punches and get a blitz in, but just barely. Keeping good control over the center as the Orcs. Chaos are fighting for control in the center. Chain push here to get the Oh, another dub skull, a quad skull. That's unfortunate. I saw good things happening here. There was like a chain push, the strength 5 to here, set up another hit, get him based and further away from the center, and then you wrap around to the right side of the pitch. That's just 3 double skulls, 4 double skulls in the first half. It's really rough. And Ramshik is capitalizing on it, getting based up on the ball carrier. And another option that was worth considering was taking a 3+ dodge into the sack with wrestle. Look for some sort of chain push here. Not sure if there is one. That's a good removal. So they're going to be down a player next half, no matter what. A screening piece, good. Uh-oh. Now, if that piece was pushed, the ball carrier could just run straight to the right and be pretty well defended. That was a really good play into a handoff on a 4+. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Ball's on strength 5 now. Blitzers are tied up. 3 blitzers are tied up. Wrestle was screened off. Black Orc is stuck. This Black Orc's over on the sideline. A little fortunate on the 4+ handoff into a 3+ dodge without a reroll. But sometimes you just need a little luck. Niggle doing its thing. Not dead yet. Fortunate. Orcs are taking a lot of hits and going to be tied up here. This ball should come up and to the right before anything else. Two, three. This is the blitz. Yep. And probably base that. Yep, base them both. Just come up right there. I like that. Oh no! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You were already in scoring range there. I think that you just wanna stay. But that was turn 7. Doesn't make a difference if you took the GFI this turn or next, actually. But you wanted to wait, I think, just for the ability. You wanted to not take the GFI just so you can get more players in range. Just in case you poo. And you gotta go for a handoff or a... I thought that was gonna be the pass. Just right there. Because that could have been a pickup, walk, and either a pass or a GFI to handoff. I think it was slightly easier that way. That was a hard turn 8 anyways, though. I'm going to skip the Orc turn 8 a little bit. I don't think there should be much happening. No setup for a score. Second half. Aggressive defense. Good start. Down 1. Down none? Now down 1. 10 to 10. And this game somehow goes 1-1. Yep. Set stars are getting the first game. I believe I'm doing 2 of Artrez's games. He's got 1 at the end as well. But this is actually the first game review. Just did a recording of defense setups and concepts a little bit. This is fine. I'd like to see a little aggression on the ball, though. You don't have to... I wouldn't commit everybody, but sending, like, one of the rookie goats back to pressure. Don't let them just walk all their players up on your defense here. Like, if you threaten the side, they can't blitz forward. They'd have to blitz over here. They'd have to drop a player or 2 back. And they'd have to bring the ball much further forwards, which they're doing anyways. Now I'd really like to see the Chaos try to push the Orcs towards the sideline if they can. The Orcs have given up a lot of hits, though, on this turn. I think you should have taken the hit on the Strength 5 and then that one, because you could put a Beastman here, take this hit, and then you wouldn't have had to re-roll that hit if you didn't want to. It would have been allowed to fail. This could be a 2 dice with the rookie. No. You could have put another player there, and it would have been plus. Oh, you're right. It would have been a 1D, But it would have been with block, so that would have been a 2+ versus a 1 and 9. Now you're right. I just did bad assist math. That's all that it was. You are correct. A lot of basing. Should be some casualties coming in on one side or another. Maybe both. Or at least KOs. Really heavy basing. Could use a little bit stronger of a center field. Prevent the orcs from wrapping back around with their movement 7 blitzer. Yeah, because I would be wrapping back around with this. Especially after that solid hit. Yeah, and so far I'm just seeing basing really heavily when the orcs have 2 more guard than you and the same amount of strength pieces. So just be a little more careful with basing. Unless you're just really ahead. Okay, I like this blitz. Get pressure on the ball. Oh, yeah, you could have... Oh, no, that's fine, that's fine. I understand now. This rookie goat comes up to pressure, cover this side. Don't take the hit on the lino. Force the lino to do something silly. Orcs are probably going to look for a way to free up one more player. One die. Cheeky little 1 die. Free up the blitzer. Come set up the majority of a screen, or the majority of a cage. Don't need the back corner. The chaos can't get there. Heyo, how you doing? Doing pretty good. Bit worn out. Did some cardio and some strength exercises yesterday. Felt like I could use a nap for about 16 hours. 8 of those I was sleeping. Doing some of my favorite stuff, watching some minors or college games today. Or Spin League, or just, like, honestly, I'll just review any match. I unfortunately came up with the idea of an April Fool's stream where I just review Super Bowl winning matches and talk about how shit all the winners' plays were the entire time and how they're lucker noobs. That would have been fun. I think that would have been funny. But I didn't think of it soon enough. I thought of it like April 3rd. This is all good so far. Orcs are really struggling to get enough players. Which reroll? Just paying attention to chat a little bit. Round orc. Where is round orc? Oh, right here. Okay, so this one's like not super complicated, but it's. I'm not sure if I would agree with it. You have 2 turns left, 2 rerolls, and they're kind of like the spicy turns. It is a bit. It is a pretty greedy block, but wrestle here means this goat is down. You don't have to worry about it. Push means it's further away from the play and probably will not make an impact in the next 2 turns. But just getting a free down on the lineman, frees this up, goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is part of the next. Is part of the ending play. So really, the right option is not taking the block. But I don't hate the reroll. Okay, and this frees up 2 more players. Hey, Falconberg, thanks for the raid. Looking at some rookie games right now. Seeing what we can point out and talk about. Little screen, that helps a lot. Because before, this piece could just be blitzed and run it in. Now, I'm not sure. You need to get in scoring range this turn, which I think this is already in scoring range. Yep. Just need to get really aggressive, base aggressively to force a hole. A pass. That was a little potato, but it worked. But that was some fortunate dice. A score is a score, though. Yeah, that was risky. That was almost a 0-0 game. Actually, it could have been a 1-0 game if the pass was intercepted, because Chaos had time to get into scoring range. Yeah, that was a little lucky. But I think that it makes a bit of sense. I think it's hard to break through on the next turn, but I think it risks less in the sense that you're less likely to lose if the turn 16 score fails. It is one of those things, though, deciding I need to be lucky here is a valid decision. There are times where you just have to say, you know what? I'm in a position, and I need to choose one of 2 different ways of being lucky. So I don't really knock it. If you feel like you're forced to go on turn 15, send it. Get lucky. Play Elfie Orcs. Happens. Some punches. With 2 turns, I would rather see some players get into scoring range this turn before taking these 2 die blocks. Then you follow and get based up in all 3 of those. Yep, good job. Now, you should have hashtag turn ordering, send your players into scoring range on turn 15, before rolling dice, because no matter what happens, if you don't have players in scoring range, you cannot score. Whereas if you have 3 6+ required to score, you can technically score. As long as you have somebody in scoring range. Very, very important. And here, this is also good. Trying to give a little bit of protection to scoring threats. Sorry about the ads, Flador. I have it set to like the minimum thing. Like the minimum possible. Yeah, I get you. And then chain push. No chain push. This is a handoff touchdown somehow. Hey Sage, how you doing? And the potato works. Ah, nice. Hope it's not too strenuous on you. That was a game. I think that was a pretty solid game for both sides. I think a little bit of brushing up on just basing a little less on defense when you don't have to. No, you're all good. You're all good. I know. I do them kind of at a weird time for most people, from what I can tell. Let's see. What was the next game I had on the docket? Size Matters had a replay he sent in. I think it was this one. So we'll take a pretty close look at this one. I'm gonna try to go a little more in depth on this one. I know Size has been struggling a little bit. See where we can point stuff out and make good use of the drawing tool of this game. Yep, this is the right game. Good. Looks like very sunny. Yep. Gonna go just to added skills. Looks like fresh teams. Size has won the fame. 2 rerolls versus 2 rerolls. Both of these teams are going to be annoyed by one another. Quick Snap. Did somebody ask about Quick Snap? Am I missing something? Oh, I did. Thanks for covering that one. Ultra Sage got that completely correct. Gold star. Quick Snap to score. You mean like a quick score? I'm not sure I'm familiar. Is that like a term somebody said? I think I would have to know the context if you're not talking about the event. Uh, Generally, just make sure you move the ball before taking the line of scrimmage blocks. It's very risky if you were to get like quad skulls here, especially these no block hits. These are 1 in 9 times these fail, and you turn over. If you turn over with the ball right here, you get blitz, the Chorfs pick up the ball, and you're in real danger of losing the game right from the get-go. Especially as an Nurgle, you just need to be really careful with your blocks on non-block pieces. And that's pretty greedy. If you're going to do this handoff, you really want to screen off. So, if we look at it, passing the ball from here to here, let's redo that real quick. Passing the ball from here to here can be pretty dangerous. Right now, there is... We need to get some players like right here and right here to make just a bit of a screen, so that the Chorfs can't just walk in and get the ball if it fails. Because right now, as it stands, this ball, if you fail the handoff, it'll just end up in one of these squares, and I don't know how to get back to just regular drawing tool rather than clips and arrows. Just in general, you need to be taking your actions in much safer orders. Because if this handoff fails, you're just in almost unrecoverable position. Oh, can you not see the drawing tool? Ah! Oh, I see. That is, there's an error. See if I can fix this real quick. Da-da-da-da-da. No, that's not it. I'll deal with that deal with that in a minute then. Because right now I have it bugged. Yep. Okay, so right now this is what the drawing tool looks like, and it is bugged. I'll need to fix that in a second. I forget how to do it. I need to like add an alpha channel in some way, shape, or form. Don't know how I broke it. There's like a OBS update and it broke some of my settings, so I need to fix that. It's just one of those things, I've done it once, so I don't remember how to do it. And I set it up like 4 or 5 months ago. I know what it was. It was working when I was doing the recording because I was just streaming my screen. This ball is a little exposed, but I think it's actually fine right here. Though, your players are getting a bit separated. Like this Nurgle Warrior, if he gets knocked down, he's out of the majority of the drive. Chorfs doing Chorf things, getting based up on your players. And next turn is going to be very difficult. Beast stands up. That's really good. Hopefully ties up the Chorfs. Good blitz to reposition. Even following up is fine. I don't hate that. Get the ball to safety. Be careful about basing your cage corners, because there's potential for a push or a pow into blitzes usually. Not right here, but usually basing cage corners is pretty dangerous. Good block ordering by the Chorfs. Foul appearance is a skill that works every now and again. That was a dodge attempt on the Chorf. Interesting. This can actually be really good. You don't want to be taking no block hits when your ball is still in danger that are not like vital, because you really need to take this hit to move him away so you get an assist, and then you blitz with your ball carrier. Yeah, I like that. Hit the Chorf. Could have based it on the zombie, but I understand not doing that. Ball is not safe, but it's safer. And I would not have followed with the zombie there, just so you leave him free by staying, because you need more players on the ball. How many players are we down for the Nurgle? Just one? One thing I will say, you're trying to go down the pitch a little fast as Nurgle. You can take your time. You have 8 turns. You're meeting a lot of resistance. You should regroup on your next turn and consolidate your strength altogether so you can defend the ball and start getting more punches in. That being said, this is a really hard matchup. They have 6 block versus your 0. And your stats don't really make up for it. Don't mind that. Then you follow. So now this is free to be hit. Take it off the ball carrier. Good. And here you can argue that you can just kind of blitz through. You're almost inverting the field as Nurgle. 1 die blitz, get a POW. Follow. I would have followed and come base just the Hobgoblin. Yep. I don't think the GFI was necessary. I think this was perfectly fine dodge, but I would have taken this hit first. Yeah, that had a 75% chance of being a sack. Yep, good. Put your players between the opponent and the ball. I would have moved this warrior first, though. And I don't think you had to score here. Okay, you're not. Yeah, I don't think this half has been anything egregious. I think mainly just Try to take your free move actions and your safe actions first, as well as your actions that get the ball safe. Because a lot of the turn ordering you're doing is very risky for 0 gain. And if you just did some of your actions in a different order, it's far safer for the same effect. Yeah, I'll send him a message later about the VOD. I'll let him know. I know he's a very different time zone from me, so I'm not surprised he wasn't able to catch it live, which is absolutely fine. I think the vast majority of people that watch my Rookie Spotlight watch the VOD, which is fine by me. Though I do enjoy when people come and say hi, even if it's just to let me know that they were stopping by or they were lurking. Like, I know Michaels comes and shitposts in my chat and calls me names, and that's always nice to hear. Michaels has a way with words where whenever he picks on me, it makes me feel like, thanks, I love it. Hey, Yeti, how you doing? I like this. And score. Oh, that actually wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. You almost recovered it. Almost managed to turn 8 score, which was really good. Again, just a couple different actions, and you wouldn't have been forced to use a reroll early on in the half. You probably would have been able to score, but not bad, not bad. And then I'm going to skip this turn on the chores so they can't score. I don't hate this either. This setup is pretty fine. Skip the chore setup. Get the beast on some players. Good. Start to go threaten. If you're talking about me, yeah, I'm from America. The Americas. Americas. Got some basing going on. I think a little bit more selective basing would be in order. As it is, you don't really have many threats. Nurgle got unlucky. That's how they didn't score. They got sacked after some dodgy shenanigans. They went to pick up the ball and run it in and failed the 3+. It actually wasn't bad at all. There was just some turn order differences that would have helped. Saved a reroll for the pickup at the end and would have still been a score. But first half wasn't bad. Because I've seen some of Size's other games, and a lot of it is improving. Just maybe not at the rate he would want. Maybe he's getting a little frustrated, but as long as he's still enjoying it and all that stuff, like, he's making progress. And any progress is better than no progress. Just sticking to it, trying to learn the fundamentals a little better, and be solid. But also, it's rookie Nurgle versus Rookie Chaos Dwarves, and Chaos Dwarf rookies are so much better than Nurgle. A little risky, but this could get a Nurgle onto the Hobgoblin. 3 die. I don't hate this. Just a moment. Alright. Sorry about that. I was telling my wife to get out of my apartment. I mean, goodbye. Have fun with her friends. Handoff shenanigans is negated by all the smelliness going around. You can get on the ball, and I'm sure that's what we're gonna see. Can almost get a hit on the ball. Yeah, I think the Chorfs are making a massive mistake. This is a blitz on the ball. Pretty sure. No, because this would have had to been a dodge. But you had a 3+ for a blitz on the ball. Actually, that might have been worth it. So if this Chorf went in the other square, and you blitz with the Pestigore, you can get the ball on the ground. All of these dudes are tied up. This is still a blitz on the ball. This is better. Yeah, good find. I think I would have taken the boat down there, but I respect the reroll. Hey, Graga. Thanks for the follow. Also, just kind of tooting my own horn here, but if anybody wants to see what I felt was one of my best games, my most recent Chaos match against Wood Elves is a VOD, and I also have it on my YouTube channel where I'm just like storing VODs. I can give a link to that if anybody's interested. But I had a really solid game against Wood Elves. I need to link my YouTube under the Twitch bio just so people, if anybody's interested in seeing like prior VODs, they can. Because like I was doing it for me, but then some people asked me for a link the other day. I think all this was fine. It's unfortunate you didn't get the ball. Oh, this is an excellent play by this Chaos coach. Second lesson I already recorded today. It's defensive setups and general goals. It's meant to be very general. No, you're good. You're good. Lurking is 100% acceptable. Like, I try to make everything lurker friendly. That's why I put the chat on the That's why I put the chat on the screen. That way you can full screen and lurk if that's your thing. Because that's what I do a lot of times. Like, I'll come into a stream, say hello, and then lurk the entire time while I like make dinner and stuff. And as always, if there's ever anything you think that my stream could do better, or I could do better, let me know. I'm very open to critique, criticism, compliments, especially compliments. Give me those. Shower me with praise. This is good though. This is very good defense going on. The Chorf blockers have not been able to go anywhere. The Bulls have been tied down. Lots of pressure on the ball. I think this is a very good game. Also, if you really want to be sold on the Chaos match, I have a Minotaur. It's a great watch. I have a Minotaur. Good one, guys. Yeah, getting a lot of punches on the Chaos Dwarves. They're just not going out. Then again, the Nurgle aren't either, so this is just an AV9 fest. No, I would never play with a Minotaur and Chorfs. Chorf Minotaur is awful, but Chaos Minotaur I think is pretty decent. It's at least viable. Maybe not optimal, but viable. You just have to play with it in a certain way. In my opinion. Yeah, regardless of how this ends, I think this was a really well done defense. Like, I think that Size's defense was pretty solid. I don't hate the one die either. Sometimes you get lucky and you get a second player on the ball. It's 3+ to turnover. No, 3+ to not turnover. If you have block, without block, it's like, you just kind of accept the boat down. The ball's forced all the way back. I think very well done. I don't even knock the running the ball back. Oh yeah, absolutely. I admire his resilience to losing, and I've seen several of his matches. A lot of improvement. Just a couple more fundamentals will start being pretty solid. What games have been covered? Well, this one, and we watched one of two Artrez matches. And I think we have two more. If anybody has last-minute games they want reviewed, go ahead, send them in, put them on the docket. Yeah, I think this is actually like chance to win right here. So this was a really well done half. Also, Glava, I've been meaning to tell you, but the other day when doing the sponsored stream, my brother was having an absolute blast with your sense of humor. Same for Soundwave. Just every time Soundwave just fucking bashed on me, and he found it as funny as I do. Also, can people tell me if my command bot works real quick? Like, did that work for everybody? Hey, good hit. Hey, that's free player. That's actually really good. Nothing happened? Aww. It's supposed to have a sound effect go off. Let me check. That's not the right one. I'll have to figure out why that's not working. Because I'm hearing it. Why is nothing else being heard? Let's see. I could probably fix this real quick. So give me a second. I'm gonna see if I can get it to work. That explains why nobody's been using it. Can't hear it. Because I have a couple commands. Let me OBS. Okay, I need to install stuff and do it right. That's the problem. I understand. I've set it up wrong. Why can I hear it though? What's playing it for me? Oopsie. Oh, I'll fix it later. Glava doing a great job marketing Russell to the raid marketing people. Yep. Speaking of which, I still need I need 7 more people to get full rewards. But I've turned off the thing on the on Rookie Spotlight because I don't want that on here. While I'm doing the stuff that'll be kept as VODs. And the next match we have Gigi Graga, Elf versus Orc. And did I download that game? Did I do it wrong? Is it this game? I feel like it's this game. It might not actually be this game. Oh, it is this game. I just thought it was gonna be. I thought it was a fling game. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the right one. People that have different coach names than their like other names make me confused. Hey, Karma, how you doing? Your prime is what? Four Gobble Orcs? Yeah. I believe I got clobbered by these when I was playing halflings. Gobos with 6 orcs. You know, I like the way you think. Okay. I'm gonna go to full skills just to make sure it's clear. That looked like a misclick. Or a very greedy kick. Usually with kicks, you just want to click on the center if you don't have the kick skill. Or maybe A square. Giving the ball to Blitzer. Very good, very good. Typical Dark Elf start. I will say, generally, you want to take all your line of scrimmage hits on offense. 0, 0, 0. I think this is fresh delves, so no SPPs. Yeah, and I think that that was being talked about in the advice as well. That's a shame. That's a shame. Yeah, and my drawing tool's not working right now. I had to fix that after the stream because it's annoying and I have to look up how to do it again. I had to fix everything after the stream. Ugh, so annoying. This actually isn't terrible. Really want to be hitting the goblins whenever you can. They're stunty. They're very easy to injure. It's like having an ape mighty blow. A little bit. Yep. The orcs just walked up into your half. The most important thing as elves is you really need to claim space. So whenever you can, two space gaps so that you have as many tackle zones against bash is really good. Cage when you're forced to. Screen when you're allowed to is generally my my advice on claiming space. I like this because you don't need to protect right here. You have enough players in the way. And you're maintaining enough pressure on the side here so that you can punish any positioning mistakes. Black orc removal is powerful. This is A-okay. That's a free hit. That's actually 2 free hits. So you can like get a push here, potentially get another hit if you wanted. Honestly, hit these goblins right here. If you can. If not, that's fine. Don't be afraid to drop your ball carrier back as elves. You have plenty of movement speed. You can regain the space. Good, I like that. Don't mind that. 1 die, a little greedy. Could also have pushed here. Yeah, I'm not huge on the troll blitzes. They're really greedy, but it is mighty blow and it is on 3 dice, so I don't hate it as much. Because 3 dice is more consistent than the 2 dice you could be taking, even if you do have to roll the 2+ first. And it's early enough in the half, and the orcs have enough ground that I think they're allowed to. Yeah. What Sine Wave is saying. And I'm not gonna critique the team build because, regardless of if it's just lack of awareness or doing it because goblins are fun to have on the team, it wouldn't change how you play this game out. Yep. Giving up too much space, not taking hits. When the elves. When you don't take your hits on elves, you always are going against 11 players. This is good. And when you can, you really want to take hits on the goblins. They're so poppable. And here you should be running through. Oh no! This is good even if this doesn't work out. This was good. Now you need to take less risky. Run the ball carrier over here. Be safe, and you have pressure to go forwards into the enemy pitch. Yep. This is a follow-up, though. I think I would have positioned right here just so the orc can't punch and follow and be on the ball. Yeah, it was somewhere around here, wasn't it? I saw a little bit of it. Oh, yeah, the switchback is really good. Going away from a lot of the strength. A lot of the players. Very good boxing in, though, by the orcs. And a 2-die. And actually, you just switch right back. Like, next turn, you just come back the other way. Blitz through here. Screen off on this side. They almost broke through last turn, but they had to re-roll the 2+ already, so they couldn't just take a cheeky dodge. Like, they were almost able to do it last turn, but they went for a safer retreat. Yep. This should still be the run-through. Pour through, pour through, pour through. Don't clog this walkway. And you could have poured through. Oh, on turn 3, I might have missed that one. The main thing is you did not want to stop here this turn. You wanted to keep running through. Like this lineman, you have him keep running, go up and to the left, come through, do a pass, a handoff, something. You get this ball up to here, and you would have been able to run free. Yeah, you just stopped in the worst spot. You don't want to build a cage that's based, and here you have a cage that's based on basically every player. This was almost a really good breakthrough. You just had to commit this lineman to come up a few more squares, even if there was like a GFI. Because what happens when you're... Let me point this out real quick. Let me fix my drawing tool. Well, quote-unquote fix. So, let's demonstrate real quick what happens to a base cage. So we get our cage pieces and our ball carrier. Normally, with an unbased cage, if you want to break through, you had to blitz here. And why is it doing that? This is supposed to be arrows. But anyways, you had to blitz through here and you can mark the ball. But if you have a base cage, so let's say get a base cage, you can push this away and have another player come in and blitz the ball. Wow, I need to fix my tool. That was a really bad drawing. I'll fix it all after this stream. My setup just got destroyed. Oh yeah. Giving up a free hit on Blodge and whoops. Like red dice on the Blodge, it'll be fine. Double pals, dead. Actually, I have a... Hey, Artres, we went over one of your games already at the start of the reviews. If you've not read it, I have a good article listed below the stream for how to stop a drive. And if you look at it, you'll see a lot of the ways that certain offenses are able to be punished. But Michaels, if I don't compare myself to rookie coaches, how would I feel good about myself? I can't compare myself to a Super Bowl winner like you or Mongoose. Yeah, this should have been a blitz and run away. What did you find, Artres? Me reviewing your first game or the link that I was talking about? funny. Yeah, and those are there should be like two links down there, one for how to progress a cage and how to stop an offense, and both of those I think are just really good short articles that helped me a lot when I first started out. And Body Buddy was my mentor, and he showed them to me, and they just helped a lot click in. This is really scuffed, but the main way you fix this situation is by not allowing it to happen. And that just comes from experience, awareness of how this occurs, which I know you've been getting a lot of advice on. Yeah, he was. He did a good job. I learned a lot from him. Yeah, this is a mess, for sure. This was a game where elves didn't claim their space, got scared of the bash, and the bash proceeded to just walk on them because they were scared to commit to a break. And this is the type of game like new coaches would try elves. Something like this happens, and they like this happened to me when I first started trying to learn some elves. This like exact situation against orcs, playing dark elves against orcs, couldn't break through Chevron, didn't know what to do. Lost the game like 2-0. And now I know how to break through, know how to do the thing, and I instead lose 1-0. Progress. Yep, and this should be pretty scuffed, the rest of this drive. I'm just going to skim through it at this point. Because this should just never be lost, and if it is, it's mostly dice anyways. Gonna skip through. Just kind of go to the next half. Skip setups a little bit. I do like wide elf setups. They pressure the ball a lot. Because if you ever get a blitz and you have a wide elf setup, your players on the side can just run right through. And that's a nice deep kick. You can go pressure that, force the orcs to send people backwards. The best time to aggress on the ball as an elf or an agi team before it gets in the cage. After it gets in the cage, it gets a lot harder. Yep, definitely don't hit with the troll first action. 100%. Hello, Bringer. Nice to see ya. Yep. And plus the players for picking up are goblins, and they can't really pass. So right here, I would like to see a breakthrough. Also have more than 0 goblins, which is a mistake. That's fair. I think 1 is fine. You can make a goblin ball carrier and be pretty happy with it. Yeah, that was a very good one to take. Because now you try to flood. These black orcs are over on the side. Basing them aggressively is fine. But if you're going to base them, you want to base with more. I like to think of basing as going to war. And when you go to war, you send all your troops. You don't hold half of them back. Well, they have movement 6, stunty dodge, but goblin, you can have a goblin ball carrier. If you like the goblin, you can have him as a ball carrier. It's fine. You already have a troll. What else is he gonna eat? It's not the best. Most people would argue the best ball carrier on the orc team is the blitzer. I like the sure hands on the orc thrower. Movement 5 is an issue though. They also make good fouling pieces. I will argue that. But why do you need that? Just put it on a lino. Is the standard advice. But I think one goblin on an orc team is fine. Wait, are orc linos only 10k more? Really? Now, I do agree with Glava here about having a ball carrier that's not the blitzer. Does free up your 4th blitzer. That is what I think is the main argument for a thrower, is that it frees up your 4th blitzer. I think the surf is fine. It's hard to break the cage. We have a screen set up. We have a player to catch. I think setting up for multiple surfs here is absolutely A-okay. Oh yeah, and if COD doesn't want to play meta, they don't have to. These are just the typical advice you're going to be given first before people are willing to entertain how do you play with the team that you wanted to play rather than the optimal team. It's like every single time somebody does a recap, they're going to say, oh, Russell, get rid of your Minotaur. That's 3 Beastmen. But I don't want 3 Beastmen. I want a Minotaur. Yep. And this will pay off in the upcoming terms. I really like this. Hey, Feller also likes Mr. Throw. Good to hear. Now, I think it's really greedy to commit a blitz over here. You need to come stop the ball now. My Minotaur is great. He's got block. I don't want to hear it. My Minotaur is wonderful. He's an absolutely good boy. I think GF5 was a little greedy. And I would have just taken the 2+ dodge rather than getting hit by Mighty Blow here. Ooh, actually, basing the rear Black Orc, I like that because that removes a player off the cage. If you're willing to risk getting hit on your block piece, it's fine. That Black Orc's out of the play. You stick a lino on him while he's down and you bring the other 3 back into the play. Don't blitz first. Please don't blitz first. You have so much to do. You have to move these players. It's a sack. It's very well done, but... Well, you don't need a lino on him for next turn. You need him for 2 turns from now. So turn 14, he can't go anywhere. And also, if he stands him up, you can always threaten a red dice or bringing players back to get him on the sideline surf, depending on what happens. I think leaving a lino there opens up more options than it gets rid of. Especially as elves with how much mobility you have. That was an unfortunate dodge. Yeah, I think I would have followed up on the sack just because it's very hard for someone to recover unless it goes out of bounds. But you can't know where it's going to land beforehand. I don't know. I think it was mostly fine. Just if you sack the ball, base aggressively. Like you base these black orcs, you base the troll. What's he going to do? Also, I don't think you needed to do that. We had a blitz on the ball. No, this is just a spin game. This is just a spin game. But this is a surf. 10 out of 10. I love surfs. I got to be very careful with the goblin though. But he's not able to really break through. This is a surf threat. Yeah, I think he is. He's one SPP away, so it makes sense. Now this is a scenario. If you're gonna dodge the next turn, you don't even stick the liner there. I think we can sign up as mentors after the first week of college, just like last season. Um, if you want Bringer, I can give you a ping in case you miss it. But the announcement hasn't gone up for it yet. And this should be a hit on the ball. Because you get a standing hit here. No, you don't blitz here. You don't blitz here. Oh, this was almost so good. Because what you do here, pause this for a second. Instead of hitting here, you want to bring an assist here and either hit the Black Orc this way or this way and then blitz the ball. Or surf the Black Orc. That would have worked too. You could have taken double hit, surf the Black Orc, then go for the ball. Because you could have gone here into here. Yeah, that was just a very slight missed opportunity. Yeah, then you can surf the goblin. That's a very good point. Yeah, like right here. Boom. That would have been a sack. And that could have tied up the game right here. Maybe threatened a 2 points, 2 fast scores. Because is this dude in scoring range? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just barely not. And sorry about the stream elements spamming the raid stuff. That'll be gone next Monday. Earlier if you download and play it and get me to 20 people playing to level 12. Hashtag sellout. But yeah, this was very close to being just perfectly done. Like, it's just a couple chances at sacking the ball. You didn't quite see it in time. It's actually funny. My wife actually got semi-addicted to it. And that's on the ball. And then you can blitz it. Yep. Blitz the goblin. Blitz the goblin. That's fair. That's fair. I know. I tried Grand Blue. Grand Blue was my favorite. Oh yeah, I think that the Dark Elves had a lot of opportunities to sack the ball carrier here in the second half, and I feel like they should have been able to pull off at minimum a draw, unless they got just terrible dice. But there were a lot of blitzes when the ball carrier was open that weren't taken because they required a 2+ dodge. Oh, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Yes! No. I thought he ate it. I just saw another red. Oh man, I was so excited. I thought that goblin was much munch. You didn't actually make that hit any easier. You just used up your player activation, so be aware of that. Doesn't matter though, it's turn 16, you can't really score. But let's see. So, Graga, if you're not seeing what we were trying to point out, let me know. I'll try to send you screenshots with better drawings on them, because my drawing tool was being a little wonky at the beginning. But honestly, that wasn't even that bad. You just had to notice the blitzes. Like, I felt like a lot of your screens were fine. Definitely, second half was much better than the first. Your defense was much better than your offense. Rolling MVP on the blitzer. You know, that's a professional play right there. Recommend it. But let's see, what else do we have? We have the other Artrez match versus Strange Fella. Artrez is this one. Yep. And this one I really liked because I had downloaded the game after I saw the score and that 100 blocks had occurred. And then like 3 minutes later, Strange sent me a message saying, "Hey, can you review mine and Artrez's game today?" And I said, "I already downloaded it." I already saw that scoreline. It's got to be some shenanigans. And we're just going to do added skills here. Because we got stand firm on the golems, block on the whites, and claw frenzy on the wolves. Oh, I was absolutely like 100 blocks, no deaths. Oh, I love it. Going cups to give that sideline pressure. Me personally, I prefer to have both wolves on the outsides, just so the whites are a little closer to the inside, in case they need to swap sides. It's a minor thing, though. Like, it doesn't make a huge difference in the end. Mostly fine with this. Just to be safer against blitzes, I would put this here and this here. And because if the Necro get a blitz and your Chaos, Golem might just come and stand right here. You know, I think Cups is a really good formation. I love Cups. It's got width and it protects a lot of players. Like, I think it's fine. If you find that you have success with it most games, I see no problem with it. Especially on Necro, like, it's really good. Like, I know Lizards also do a lot of cups. 2 coaches, 1 cups. How do I ban Guava? No, you might not say that. Oh, I love it. I love the vanity. I do think that you could have done it a little safer, though, Artrez. Like, I don't know. Just vanitying against 2 Blodge werewolves is pretty risky. But if you value the level, I don't hate it. As long as you're aware of the risk. Aggress on the cage, get a golem in there. Strong control of the center is step 1 of playing defense. And not exposing the werewolves to the chaos. Good, good. Mighty Blow swings and misses. Mighty Blow connects, and is this a follow-up aggressively? Right flank for which one? Because it's a little empty, but we have 2 wolves covering the entirety of the pitch at the moment. So it's not as exposed as it looks. And I will say this generally is a favorable matchup for the Necro. Especially if you have a Mighty Blow Wolf. I think this one's actually pretty even because this is a pretty widely developed Chaos team. Like almost all the players have their block. Claw Mighty Blow Warrior, good target selection, I think. Setting up for a foul? Yep, this is setting up for a foul, I'm assuming. I hope so. It's a very good foul. Very good hit. Forcing them down the right flank. Going to take a foul. I like all this so far. This wolf is still able to rejoin. Golems are getting a little left behind here soon, but should be manageable. You should be able to hold for a turn or 2 so the golems can make it back. It's very helpful. And Artrez is not forced to aggress too much just yet. Plenty of time. Shame on the send-off. Standing up is okay. But I think that with the Dirty Player off and no extra spares, leaving this Chaos Warrior on the ground rather than a claw hit might be better. This was good. Liked that. Bringing in the assist. What's the blitz? Strength 5 into Strength 5, I like it. Or Strength 4 into Strength 5. Getting based up on the cage. Some wolves connected. And this is the point as Chaos where I'm really trying to claim more space. That's a massive Massive hit that didn't connect. It's going to tie up several players. Another massive hit that didn't connect. And this is blitzable, I think, right? Oh yeah, Golem's great. And now you're basing everything, making it really hard to progress. I really like this. And you get a little chain here as well. You can really misposition these Chaos Warriors. That's fine. I think I actually would have pushed the Chaos Warriors to the left, and that separates most of the team from the ball. Like 2 Chaos Warriors stuck in players, a ball that's exposed, trapped in a wolf now. But this is fine too. Handoff to a wrestle. This ball is not safe whatsoever. Like, I think this is a bit of a potato. Because let's see, what do we have? We have a wolf here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 surf. You might be able to get an assist with this zombie being freed up. Yep, this is really good. Yeah, plenty of time as well. I think that the drive was still going okay. I don't think it was time to go for it. That's actually really not where you want the ball to land as the Necro. This follows massive. And I think I would dodge with the wolf. Yeah, I like that. It's a huge block fail. Yeah, the difficulty with this matchup as Chaos is kind of a... you're bringing a hammer to every match and trying to just make it work. You just kind of apply similar solutions to everything. Whereas Necro are a real Swiss Army knife of a team. Their positionals really mess with the Chaos, and then the regen makes it so that Kaz snowball doesn't usually happen. I think it was Artrez's first game. He rolled like 4 sets of dub skulls. So just having a couple rough weeks on rolling good block dice. Yep, still turn 6. Got plenty of time here. Drop my mouse there for a second. Ooh, that's cheeky. Cheeky? Wasn't cheeky enough. Got four of both downs. I Archers, I think you tried to big brain that when you just had to run away around, and you would have been fine. But like I saw what you were going for. I think even just the other way is fine because then you still have the dodge off on the right side if you need it. Yeah, it's unfortunate you didn't get it, but it's a little funny. You hit a very low failure state, I'll admit, but it was still kind of funny to watch. This is well done though. Here, I'm not sure you could have. Because, like, what happens? I'm assuming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or double GFI. I think you did everything you could considering that your initial plan got quad both downs. I don't think that was your fault. I think it was fine. That happens sometimes. I don't think I would have done much different. Only real thing you could have done is counted a couple squares. Just double check you can cover everything, but it's a wonky one anyways. I like the surf. And then going into the second half favors you. Only one KO roll, and the Chaos are missing too. So got one back. Should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 10 versus 11. Should be a nice, simple, hope for a removal on the line, walking towards the end zone, stall, and win. So, in theory, you win the game here. So I'm interested to see what went wrong. And it could just be as simple as Kaz dice started coming in. Or a kickoff event. Har har har. Har har. What's a Kaz dice? Har har. Injury dice that cause casualties. Everybody's a critic, man. Line of scrimmage went well. No removals, but still went well. A perfect 10-man defense, obviously. Um, Probably move this zombie over to claim a little more space. Leave the option for the right side of the pitch open. And if Artrez lets his 4 Chaos Warriors get separated from each other, gives a pretty clear way to break through. Like, these warriors are all the way over here. I would advance down the pitch a good bit. Yep, take some hits. I actually would have seen if you could set up a hit the other way. So let me show my thoughts here. If I'm here, get my drawing tool. If I'm here, I'd be looking for something like bring an assist. That's not the right thing. I need to figure out how to get rid of the arrow. I'd be looking to hit like this Chaos Warrior, send this way, and I need to fix my arrow actually. Why is that squares? Point being, if you push the Chaos towards the center of the pitch, it gets rid of a lot of their defensive options against you. And like this hit was fine. Like, don't get me wrong. I prefer to force my opponent to the center of the pitch if I've not decided which way I'm going yet. Like if these were closer to the sideline, push them towards the sideline. But when they're right on the line, I like to push them further inwards. If that makes sense. Oh yeah, that's absolutely fine. I just think in this situation, you might have been able to just invert the field with these Chaos Warriors over on the side. If all 4 Chaos Warriors were in the middle, I like your way of taking it slow. But when the Strength 4 players start getting separated, you start to get a sense of where you can have an easier time breaking through. Have like an elf screen, chevrons, funky defense shapes going on, but it's all good. It's claiming a lot of space. It's keeping AV8 Beastmen protected, not giving up a lot of blocks. Necro are allowed to go down the sideline, but if they do, they get surrounded still. Don't mind this at all. Get some hits. Now, if you isolate 3 Chaos Warriors over on the left side, you go on the right. And here, the right is opening up a good bit. I would have pushed him to the left. But that's also a minor thing. But the minor things start to add up. But those are two different parts of the plan. Then this line has to be defended. There we go. Sweeper just in case. Yeah, and my main recommendation is if you can break through the chaos line, like they've got multiple points where you can break through, you have an easy time defending a stall when you get to like one of these back corners. It's very hard to prevent a stall that gets through like that. So like here, instead of bringing this werewolf in, you take this hit with another unit or something, and you go down this line. You can still do this, actually. But you were actually able to get right here with a decent amount of defenders, I think. And like still right now, like you should be setting up so that next turn you still have this space. Because right now, the only thing to contest this space is this one beastman. So if you could have stopped this beastman from doing anything, you had this entire space to work with next turn to get up there and stall. Well, yeah, but Chaos also just really struggles if you get behind them. Like, ridiculously so. Especially without some sort of piece with Juggernaut or Frenzy or really high strength and able to capitalize on really greedy blitzes with like strength 6. 10 out of 10, Minotaur. And you can still kind of get up here. You hit this beastman out of the way and run through with the wolves. Base up with some zombies and stuff. Hand off. You have a great stall setup. Base with the flesh golem and somewhere annoying. Like right here, flesh golem follow up. Yeah. And then just I would run through right here. Then blitz this piece. Blitz this dude. Screen off. Get right here. That would be how I play it, or at least that would be what I hate as a Chaos coach. If this space was claimed this turn, because you're doing a great job punching through, going nice and slow, but you've not really got any extra removals this turn, and everything's on the ground. That's exactly what yeah, have you played against Necro enough times to be annoyed by that too? Because, like, this space right here, terrifying. Because if he gets right here, what are your Chaos Warriors going to do? They can't reach up there for 2 turns. It's going to be turn 15, and you're barely going to be able to try to take a whack at the cage. And Archers, I'm not sure about you, but Necro, absolutely my worst matchup. I play so terribly against them. Yep, you don't have a tackle piece. You have a wrestle piece, but it doesn't have tackle yet. Yep. And now this turn's actually pretty difficult. You got some blocks to take, and even when you break through over here, you don't have a good stall. And the werewolf doesn't have a super good run through. Forced blitz here. I like the chain. I like the screen. Need to look for a way through now when... And here's the real problem with not taking those way throughs, in my opinion, is it's not that waiting is bad, it's that eventually the Chaos do get a good position. Where they've had several turns to reposition the Chaos Warriors, and now they're in annoying spots. And now you're stuck on the left side with one werewolf in scoring range, ghoul not in scoring range, and your other werewolf is going to be hard pressed to get in range of the score and the handoff. And I like this hit. I really like this hit because you got to deal with the werewolf. Make it hard for it to get in scoring range. Make it hard to hand off this turn. Because if you make it hard to hand off to a great scoring ball holding piece on turn 14, turn 15 gets really difficult. I liked the Moxie. Still plenty of opportunities to break through. That makes it harder. I'm glad you think so. Yeah, I like to, for the past, season. Yeah, right, Rookie Goat right here. I like that. Still claim this space away from all the Chaos Warriors. So I want to go back to the beginning of this turn real quick. And look at it with the blitz on the Rookie Goat. So this Chaos Warrior gets pushed. This goat, blitz it out of the way. There's still this space. You're still fast enough. Have the two whites over there and a flesh golem. Yeah. Michael's got it. There's a reason he won playoffs with Necro. Because the blitz with the golem over here separated your golems. And if you look at Artrez, Artrez has 3 Chaos Warriors over here versus 1 over here on the right. It's a really good call out, Michaels. Oh no! Oh no! The 1 in 36. Yep, less dice is always good. That score still gives Chaos 2 turns, which is enough to equalize, but it's way, way harder. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate and unlucky, but there was slight things you could have changed to not be in that situation. But 1 in 36 has happened. That you can't control. And then no reroll, 1 wolf in range. I like this. Honestly, I hope you found this. I love it. I love it. And it regened off dead. Man, if that didn't regen, how upset were you going to be? Wait, Archers, you had a bribe this whole time? You should have been fouling like crazy. What are you doing? This whole second half, at the very least. That's fair. That happens. Honestly? Oh, that was another really good play. That you got unlucky twice there. Yeah, but can you imagine if both wolves died on GFI failures, though, this game? That would have been so funny. Sad, but it would have been really, really funny. Just it's always the GFI right at the end of the sequence, you know? Yeah, you're both doing really good. I know I've seen both of you play several games in college. Uh, Brush up more on fundamentals. Uh, get a little bit more into the abstract of it, and yeah, you'll be solid, solid judges. And I think I had one more. Mighty Crab. Mighty Crab. Ah, this one. 4v3. I saw part of this one live, and I just found it funny. Yeah, the four dub skulls in the first game we looked at today was crazy. I actually have a clip on Twitch of me at the very start of a second half rolling trip skulls after rolling quad dub skulls in the first half. And it's something. It's like something about 3-die blocks being safe, and then just me fuming. Let's see. Mighty Crab getting another really good set of pro-off positionals. Gonna go ahead to added skills. Actually, no, I can't tell pro-offs apart. We're going full skills. Sorry, Michaels. You can yell at me later. I'm not sure if Mighty Crab is in the chat, unless I missed him. Yeah, that's a good roll. Blitzers are good. Witch Elf is exposed. Mighty Blow. There had to be some temptation to re-roll that. Also, I think it's Jugs over piling on is kind of interesting. On the when you already have Mighty Blow. I think I would have just gone for piling on, but Jugs has a lot of utility. Especially, wrestle, fend, stand firm. I didn't say. I said I would have gone it. I'm not saying which one's better or not. Especially because movement 8, you can go frenzy on this catcher, and Jugs becomes more useful. Like, still needs block, but after block, I go frenzy or tackle or. It's got a lot of options with Jugs. Piling on, you kind of just go block and then tackle. Yeah, that's actually a great point. The AV7. If the catcher didn't already have Mighty Blow, I would consider guard, but I think that catchers are so good that guard is a waste on your catcher that rolls the first double. But Mighty Blow catchers on Pro Elves are so good. They make an amazing blitzer. yeah, there is only one actual blitzer. Good catch. And the raid announcement thing will be disabled on my day, don't worry. Nice, and in the back, just going for punches as pro elves against other elves. Seems good to me. Mighty Blow is going to come in on the Witch Elf again, I think. Actually can't get super good of a hit, so probably not. Maybe just hit the other Mighty Blow? There's a ninja? I'm sorry, I only play with the bandits. Bandit is the best unit. What Fortnite player? You tried to play with the bandit like you couldn't get one, or he's just too good and you can't succumb to my level of cheese? Fair, fair. Understandable. If the guard goes down here? Oh, sad. Lots of pressure on the ball here, though. Wait, does he? Oh, yeah, you definitely hit this one. Yeah. Hit the double niggle. So good. That's like +3 Mighty Blow. That was a successful foul. Yeah, I like that. All right, let me take a look here. Wait, what? That's not a ninja. That's a guy with blue hair. I feel lied to. Deceived. You know, Glove, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. My Chaos team, my main Chaos team, has rolled one stat up that died after 2 games, and 2 doubles, one of which died after 1 game. I don't want to hear it, Glove. Who names their child Ninja Bringer? You don't have to make stuff up on me. It's not going to work. Also, it's okay, Bringer. I'm just kidding. I know who Ninja is. I know it's not his real name. Yeah, this witch is in danger. Oh, that's so good. Then you just take a dodge, screen off. Yeah, I like that. I actually think that this would be better one to the left to defend. Just because it covers this dodge a little better, I think. Like, oh no, you've based the blood step. I don't think that Mighty Crab is concerned in the slightest. Pro elves are so good when they're on their feet. It terrifies me. Good pro elf coach terrify me. Nerves of Steel. Nice. And you just run up the score? Oh, Mighty Blow on Mighty Blow. Double Niggle. There's gotta be temptation to foul here. Double Niggle. No problem. You have a good night. Take care of yourself. Yeah, I like that. I like just running up the score. You're pro elves, and you've already got a lead. You've already removed a player for the rest of the game. Get another KO roll for yourself. I'm going to skip the setups just a little bit. Nice wide play. Catchers are super fast. Stick them in the middle. I think I would prefer like one catcher off on the side a little bit. But I understand not doing that. Especially you have a kick piece. You can afford to kick it to one side and your catchers all run after it. Deep kicks are very good for pro elves. Some hits. Going for an aggressive early score. Pick up the ball. Go hand it off. I don't think the ball is safe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The ball is technically blitzable in its current position. The ball is definitely blitzable in its current position. Yep, gotta re-roll that if you're screening it off. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 plus sack with wrestle on a 1 die. Three plus 2 plus dodge with dodge and a reroll. You reroll that. 1 and 36. Ugh, that was a really good play though. The 1 and 9 into 1 and 36 dodge to make it a 2 dice. I really liked. And then you try to stall a turn. Although, if you don't properly screen off, this is a 3 plus 2 plus. No, it's a 4 plus 2 plus sack attempt if you try to stall here. Yep, I liked scoring there. Feels important. Pro Elves with 2 turns to get a counter score, though, might go into the second half 2-1. A score about. A score that you commonly see over the course of an entire game. Skip setups. Getting into scoring threat setup. Uh-oh. MVP range. Mighty Blow on the double niggle. Not quite. Catchers run downfield. Have a thrower ready to pick up the ball. Gotta re-roll it. Get to relative safety. That's a shame. Still a really solid chance to score for the Pro Elf. Dark Elves had to pick up the ball and run. Or punt it or something. Ooh. Yep. Do your moves. I would move this liner. You got to do something with him before you take another block. Good. I liked the attempt. You gotta go for the pickup on a 3 plus. Get the ball stuck. Don't mess around. Just take the ball into the end zone. I like it. I think I would have taken a Mighty Blow hit if I had the stomach for it, though. You still had a reroll. No, actually, that's on a blitz it'd be fine. On a blitz it'd be fine because of Juggernaut. Skipping more setup. Throwers out. What is this? 5, 6, 7, 8. Versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is pretty fine for the Pro so far. Ball's pretty safe. Can't really be reached yet. Next turn, able to bring it forwards and do either a handoff pass or just stay in a cage. Bunch of free hits. If you score while you're already at 2-1, go to 3-1. Very safe and secure in your feeling of victory. Okay. A little wonky here. That doesn't actually do anything, I don't think. Yep. One GFI into a pass is always better if it makes the pass easier. It's like 2% better than taking the original pass, unless you need your player standing 100% of the time. Yep, expected with a double niggle, and he's agi busted, so he should be gone. He's already double niggled, he should already be fired. Dodges for a screen. I like it. It's not a complete screen, though. They can just walk through there on the diagonal. Should have had... Nope, I'm missing it. It's got the overlap. That was very well done, though, by Mighty Crab. Hezgaroth had pretty good pressure. I think just slight shoring up of some of the assists to make the escapes a little harder. Oh no, I did see right. It is only one dodge, no matter which square. 3-1, really good scoreline. I'm going to keep this running. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. All right, and I am back. Stuff has been happening. Just a couple line of scrimmage hits, a blitz. Kickoff event was quick snap. Nothing crazy. Mighty Crab has done pretty good at defending the catcher with the double doubles. Oh, that's upsetting. Because you needed to reroll that so that the Pro Elves don't just pick it up, come back into your half, steal it again, and score. As Pro Elves are prone to do. Them and their silly elf-shaped gutter runners. It's a massive 1 die into a removal. And this is just a really hard matchup. There's so much blodge on the Pro Elf team, and not much tackle for the Dark Elves. Do they even have a tackle piece? They have one, and it just got removed. And they've not been rolling very lucky on the naked things. They've just been getting a lot of pushes. I do think here you have to pull someone back to come help with the ball. But then again, that might not actually win or tie you the game. Like, you just kind of have to pick it up, chuck it, and hope it makes it downfield. 3 field pickups in a row. That's rough. No more rerolls the entire game. I don't even think it's Garo's fault for this this loss. Did the best they could. And yeah, brought it to 3-2. Tried to equalize, I'm assuming. Yep. I'm just going to skim at this point. 4 gets a good advance in. But no rerolls, not enough L's. Too much opposition. Actually, really well done, though. Like, it's a hard game. The Pro Wolf team is nutty, piloted by a good coach. With all that being said, okay. With all that being said, I'm about to hop off. It's about 7 o'clock. Need to make dinner. Meet up with my wife. So you all have a good one.